Cavill has been keeping hush-hush about his new Warhammer series, but now he spilled the beans. Games Workshop, the folks who made Warhammer games and own the rights, have finally given the green light. They just dropped some major announcements, and I'm here to break it all down for you. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button for all the updates. I'll be covering episodes of the new Warhammer series and any movies Henry Cavill cooks up. He's talking about creating a whole Warhammer cinematic universe, meaning both TV series and movies, starting with the TV series though. It's been almost a year since Henry Cavill's last big Warhammer post, where he spilled the beans about the new series and movies. Here's a snippet of what he said. For 30 years, I've dreamt of seeing a Warhammer universe in live action. He's been a Warhammer fanboy for 3 decades, and now, after 22 years in Hollywood, he thinks he's got the chops to bring the Warhammer cinematic universe to life. Cinematic universe, people. That means we're in for a mix of movies and TV shows. And guess what? He's teaming up with Natalie exclusively for this epic journey. Being at Vertigo has been an incredible blessing, mainly because they have the rights to the TV shows and movies. Without them, we might not have found the perfect home at Amazon. This means that the TV show will be available on Amazon, providing us with the freedom to stay true to the vast scope of Warhammer. Amazon is allowing us to do whatever we want with the Warhammer series and movies. To all the Warhammer fans out there, I assure you that I will respect this beloved IP. My goal is to deliver something familiar yet fantastic, something that hasn't been seen before, as we are still in the progress of bringing it to life. Our first steps involve finding the right filmmaker, creator, and writer. Stay tuned for updates, and may the Emperor guide us. Both Games Workshop and Amazon have made separate announcements explaining why there has been silence in 2023. Fans are eager to know when the episodes will be released, when filming will begin, and the overall timeline for the Warhammer series. Questions about the movies' release date, the characters they will focus on, and Henry Cavill's role in the Warhammer universe are also on everyone's minds. Interestingly, when Henry Cavill initially announced his involvement, Games Workshop, the holders of the Warhammer rights, were mentioned. They have authority over all physical and video games related to Warhammer, ensuring that everything aligns with their vision. They recently announced the completion of their deal with Amazon, securing comprehensive rights to create movie and TV series stories set anywhere in the Warhammer universe, spanning various time periods and characters. Initially, when Henry Cavill made his announcement, the rights were in disarray, involving multiple parties. In 2019, Games Workshop had announced another Warhammer TV show, unrelated to Henry Cavill's involvement on Amazon, and there has been no further information about it since. Now, Amazon has acquired all the necessary rights for anything related to Warhammer, allowing Henry Cavill's Warhammer series and movies to progress smoothly. Although it seems that Cavill's projects are the primary focus for Amazon, they have the freedom to explore other Warhammer-related ventures. For those unfamiliar, Henry Cavill is a dedicated Warhammer enthusiast, expressing his passion in various interviews, and even interrupting a Warhammer Netflix promo interview to discuss it with fellow Warhammer enthusiast Joey Beatty.
Ruling out The Witcher.
Yeah, not The Witcher. Okay.
I mean, the easy answer is Warhammer 40,000. That is my jam. I have been into it since I was 10.
What's your army at the moment?
Custodes.
Warhammer is widely regarded as a hardcore UK phenomenon, although it has a global following. The history of Warhammer is particularly rich in the UK. Games Workshop recently confirmed the details that Henry Cavill had been discussing, and he's actively working in the Warhammer projects he's passionate about. Legal constraints seemingly prevented him from getting hands-on until all the necessary deals were finalized, a common obstacle when dealing with legalities. Games Workshop released a video a couple of years ago featuring Henry Cavill visiting their studio, likely marking the early stages of their collaboration. Cavill's genuine enthusiasm for Warhammer extends beyond the professional realm, as he's often found painting Warhammer figures during his free time, showcasing a tradition within the Warhammer fandom centered around model creation. The timing of Cavill's initial announcement coincided with his departure from The Witcher Netflix after Season 3 and stepping away from the Superman role at DC. While there is speculation about a potential return as an older Superman, it's unlikely he'll reprise the role in The Witcher, especially with Liam Hemsworth taking over the recasting. Cavill's departure from The Witcher was partly due to a lack of creative input, as he was just considered an actor for hire. Being a passionate Witcher fan from the original books and games, he didn't fully agree with the significant changes made in the Netflix series. The lengthy production of Witcher series also played a role, consuming time which he could allocate to other projects where he had creative control. The decision to pursue a Warhammer series and movies was a natural one for Cavill, given his long-standing passion for Warhammer predating his interest in The Witcher or DC's Superman lore. His departure from Superman was more complex, driven in part by creative differences and external factors, despite initial plans for Man of Steel 2 and broader involvement in the future DC movies. He addressed his departure in a video following the release of the post-credit scene in the Black Adam movie, respecting viewers' chance to watch the film before sharing his thoughts.
Because I wanted to give you all a chance to watch Black Adam. But now that plenty of you have, I wanted to make it official that I am back as Superman.
Interestingly, just a few weeks after this announcement, or perhaps even less, news broke that James Gunn was enlisted to be a new Kevin Feige for DC. Alongside his producing partner, they plan to reboot the DC universe, which involved recasting all the Justice League actors. The sequence of events suggests that Warner Brothers might have been indecisive or unclear in their plans for Henry Cavill as Superman. The public handling of these decisions, however, seemed to be taken in stride by Cavill, who approached the situation with a gentlemanly demeanor. While he kept the door open for a potential return as Superman, it appears that Warner Brothers had different, evolving plans. Despite the shifts and uncertainties, there doesn't seem to be any animosity between Henry Cavill and James Gunn or Warner Brothers. Cavill maintains a diplomatic and professional attitude, leaving room for future collaborations. The behind-the-scenes turmoil at Warner Brothers, including unsuccessful buyouts and the hiring of David Zaslav, played a role in the reshaping of the DC movie landscape. With James Gunn leading the reboot, Henry Cavill is now free to explore various movie and TV show opportunities without being tied to a specific Superman legacy. Right now, he doesn't need to worry about committing to multiple blockbuster franchises because Amazon is giving him a lot of creative freedom. That's the arrangement they have. Since he's meticulous and a devoted enthusiast of Warhammer lore, Games Workshop appreciates him, and it's likely that they'll grant him considerable flexibility in his projects. Many people are curious about his upcoming roles and speculate if he might delve into creating an origin story for the Emperor of Mankind, depicting events before he assumes the role of absorbing psychic energy while seated in the chair.
But I can only really be one, because once I'm one, then I can't be others. If it were to ever happen, if there were to be anything live action, I would have to be very aware of that. It is obviously character rich.
Henry Cavill has a variety of roles to choose from, and it would be interesting to hear your thoughts on who you'd like him to portray and what specific aspects of the story you hope to see emphasized. Once more details are revealed, I'll create additional Warhammer videos to delve into those specifics. It might take some time, but stay tuned for the updates. Till then, subscribe to the channel to get updated, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thanks for watching the video, and see you at the next one.